Hello everyone, my name is Hisham. I'm the owner of Clemson Aeronautics, where we make the riveting and dimpling systems. And today it is time to make the cradle. So it's asking us to take two of the ribs and click with them together and set it on top a piece of plywood and use the holes here to make a line and line them up, and just draw a line around it and leave 1/8 of an inch extra all the way around the part here for clearance when we put duct tape or some kind of a padding that's going to go inside here. And it says don't spend too much time to make it accurate, because it's not going to make any difference in the accuracy of the build of the horizontal stabilizer. So what I done is I had some extra plywood and I did just that, and I marked it. But before I did, I screwed the 4 pieces of plywood together, so I cut them all at the same time and get it over with, and they'll be just like. Well, I had a little bit of trouble with my saw because there was something that was snagging the wood every time I was just trying to go back. But once I cut it out of the way, it was cutting just fine, and I cut all 4 pieces at the same time. And this is what it looks like now. So I imagine this will work just fine. I give myself space over here to nail it down to a 2x4. And now all I have to do is get my drill and unscrew these screws. A little note for some folks that don't know about this, because I didn't know, it's not related to flying. An impact drill I have a lot of uses that I didn't know of till after I built my shop. And it's really nice when you're trying to build wood stuff, and using this specific screw that I got from Lowe's and Home Depot. It have a star-shaped thing, and it have the box of screws comes in with a special bit also that's shaped the same way. It is so much better than Phillips shape. And I had my friend IA, Mr. Eric Barnhill, come and help me build those bathrooms here. And when he saw that, he went out and bought one. I got that from Harbor Freight, and I just absolutely killed it. I've been dropping it on the ground and stuff like that. I had so many accidents with it. But I've had it now for well over a year, and I use it all the time with these type of screws to build my tables and all that. It is so much easier, especially when you're by yourself building all of that stuff. I'm sorry, this is outside of the aircraft building, but somebody might benefit from that at some point. Now I unscrewed the 4 pieces. Now I have 4 pieces that are identical. I'm gonna go ahead and put an A side. I'll just put an A on the same side of each one, because I lined them up from this side here. That's it. And just get some 2x4s to fasten this to. And now to page 8-9, we're doing this assembly. I'm sure from the figure and the page you can tell what I'm doing. The HS1004s, the two that we have modified for the center, they are connected together with the HS0916. HS00916, and it is pointing down this way, and it forms this angle, which is perfect shape that it's supposed to be in. And that page tell us we're going to use a 470 AD 4-4 rivet. And to let you know what I use to store my rivets, I have a trolley that have trays on it, and I just put the bags in there, and I wrote on each bag what it is with the marker. Oh, I'm sorry. And so I can double check with the list that I have. The bag number is 1117. So, and I double check everything before I do it. And of course I can measure it with my caliper and see what it is. Now this is a 4-4 rivet, and I elected to put the clecos from the outside, and I also elected to put the head, the manufactured head, from the inside. And the reason I have that is because I wanted the stationary jaw that's going to be inside to have the cuff to hold the manufactured head, and it doesn't move, so I can hold it in place. So let's try it out and see. I have not adjusted it yet. Obviously it needs a lot. .93, and the gauge, double check that. It looks good, so I'm going to continue riveting that way. Now I finished riveting that part, and it looks awesome. The rivets look really nice. I don't know if you guys can see that. Both sides. And this is the part that you can see before you assemble. Once you assemble the horizontal stabilizer, it will be closed on this area here, and this is going to be opened, because this is where it's going to meet the airframe at, and it will be bolted in this area right here. And now I put the 914 into place. It only fits one way, and it goes above the 916, and we're supposed to rivet that, and the only size rivet is 4-4, because that's the only one that says typical on the drawing. So this is what we're going to do. Now I flipped the dies around because it's more open on this side down here than it is up here. Going in with the squeezer this way is inconvenient, so I'm going this way, and I'm still gonna have the head of the rivet on the exposed side, so I have to deal with that. I had to readjust this because the thickness of this stringer is different than the thickness of the rib. I had it set up to do between the rib and the 9/16, which is the stringer web. Now both of them are very thin pieces of aluminum, so the squeezer was set up for that. But now the stringer is a lot thicker, so you can't push it as far up, so I had to back up and readjust it again for this stroke. And this is the finished product. I like the way it worked out. All the manufactured head is in this open space right here. It looks really nice, and all the manufactured, all the shop head looks very good. I measured them with the caliper and they're well within tolerance, so it looks great. We have to be careful. Left, right, so when we go to install them on the front spar, we have to make sure we got it the correct way. This is it for this video. It's Saturday evening and I am going home. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.